Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Raw Jaws Reviews channel, and today we're taking a look at the Star Wars The Black Series, Zaalbar from the Gaming Crates line. Looking at the front of the box, you get the figure that is included, along with the accessories. You also get the Gaming Crates sticker right here on the side, the name of the game the character is from, and the name down here. And on the side of the box, you get this amazing artwork of Zaalbar, and like I mentioned before, by adding more figures from the same line, you can create a mural. So here's Zaalbar alongside the Night Brother Warrior. Look at the back of the box. You get a bigger portrait of the character, the logo of the game the character's from, the description up here, the number which falls into the line, and a bunch of little warnings. Here's the side of the box, the bottom, and the top. So I'll go ahead and open them up, and we can see what's inside. Here he is, out of plastic. And here he is out of the box. And looking up close, he looks really cool. I love the color scheme that they have for his fur. It has like a nice lighter tone in some areas, and it has a darker brown in some of the areas in the arm and in the legs. Looks really cool. So I'll go ahead and review from top to bottom. Look at the head. It looks really cool. And as you can see, the mold is ridiculous. I mean, look at that. Look at all the different strands of hair that are on his head. It looks really cool. And he has a very unique facial expression. He looks kind of tired or drowsy. He's just not feeling it today. But he does have this big black nose. He has a lot of detail right here in the eyes. He has this sort of black around his eyelids. Looks really neat. And of course he has a little bit of his fangs hanging out. And here's a quick look around the head. Looks really neat. And as far as articulation, he is very stiff. I mean, there is no articulation. He has a slight bit of movement right here, but there's up and there's all the way down. Not very much, as you can see. Barely anything. Look at the torso. Again, he has a ton of hair right here, and he also has his red harness that goes around the back, and it also has this little clip to put his weapons away. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the other review, but this is actually the same mold and everything that they use for the wookie, the winter wookie that we just reviewed on Christmas. I believe this is the same, body, everything. I think the head was different, but yeah, now I'm sort of reminded of it. As far as articulation, he does have a ball joint here at the waist. So here's side to side, all the way back, and all the way forward. Look at the arms. The arm does stick out about there. Goes all the way around. His elbow goes up slightly right there. And he has a swivel at the elbow. And his articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So there's all the way down, all the way up, and there's a swivel. The other side as well. Arm sticks out about there, goes all the way around. His elbow goes up right there. He has a swivel at the elbow, and he has articulation at the wrist and at the hand. So here's all the way down, all the way up, and there's the swivel. Look at the waist. He has this flexible plastic for the lower part of the fur, and it does go all the way around, as you can see. So it does help with the legs. And speaking of the legs, he does have a swivel on both of his thighs, and look at the knees. He does kneel about there, and the legs do go out into a swivel position. They do go out into a sitting position, and they go back about there. And finally, looking at the feet, he has these cream colored toes, which look very interesting. And just like before, he does have rocker ankles, so he gets some cool action poses. And the feet do slightly go down and up, but that's all you're going to get. Looking at the accessories, he comes with a sword. Looking at the sword, it looks very cool. It has this gold handle right here at the hilt. It has this silver piece here on the bottom. And it has this red sort of piece right here coming into the blade. And he has a silver blade, which looks really neat. And to put on the sword, All you're going to want to do is just slide in the grip of the sword just like that, and he holds onto it pretty tight and it does not come off. And finally, he comes with his bowcaster. The bowcaster does come in 2 parts, so what you're going to do is just match up the bottom piece right here. There is a small peg. You just push down firmly, and it looks really neat. It mostly comes in this like gray color, as this black at the handle, and has these gold little like pieces right here at the ends. To put on the bowcaster, all you want to do is just slide in the thumb hold stock right here in the back, slide in the grip firmly, just like that, and you can also move his hand into position to give it some support, and it looks really cool. Or if we're not going to use the weapons, you can put the bowcaster stock right here on the side of this little like peg right here in the back, push up, and it fits perfectly on his back. And you can also put the sword right here on the side as well, and it looks really cool. So as an overview of the figure, as far as the movement of the figure, there is very little articulation, and of course, like I've said before, it has to do with the mold, and of course, with a Wookiee, you get a lot of hair, and it's mostly blocking the joints. Of course, as you can see right there, the elbow is being covered, so it doesn't go up pretty far, the legs as well, but it's just a little flaw. Visually, the figure looks great. I love it, and I really like it, and the accessories do match up pretty nicely as well. But overall, it is a decent figure, and I do like it. And something I like to do at the end of these reviews is show you guys how to display my figures, having the box in the back and the figure in the front. But I am going to leave it here and say if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. And if you like the content that you see here on the channel so far, be sure to subscribe. And be sure to follow me on my Instagram page. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.